Hey, what's up, cats and kittens? And shout out to all my cerebral lights. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, and I'm back with another episode of In the Loop. So, I had some free time on my hands today, and I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Justin J1232. If you haven't checked out Justin, you should definitely go over to his channel right away and make sure that you do. Super, super, super funny guy. Has some really witty insight that I think is much needed in today's day and age. So anyhow, Justin J was discussing a recent tweet by French Montana, which kind of got French into some hot water. And I'm going to actually try to read the tweet for you guys first before I go any further. Just give me 1 second here while I pull it up. Okay, here it goes. So the tweet reads, now, apparently French got into an altercation with some young lady, and I don't have her tweet for you guys, so I'm not sure exactly what she said that prompted this tweet, but I'm going to read you what he said in response to whatever she tweeted him. His response is, "You musty, crusty, dusty, rusty asshole with them nappy ass poetic justice braids. Take your cum drinking, dick banging ass somewhere and be humble." A la Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, excuse me. So I'm not sure what she said to elicit that response, but apparently people are very upset. Now, they didn't mind the part about dick banging ass. They didn't mind the part about being musty, crusty, dusty, rusty, or her being a hoe. It's the part about the nappy hair that has some people sort of up in arms. Now, we've been having issue after issue after issue with cultural appropriation. This French Montana tweet is a prime example of why people get upset about cultural appropriation. Let's say hypothetically, so before I go there, Khloe Kardashian wore Bantu knots. I didn't take issue with that. A lot of people did. For me, I just see it as a form of creative expression, and if she wants to put Bantu knots in her hair, I don't have a copyright on that, so that's fine by me. But a lot of people in the African American community were upset because they felt like she was appropriating black culture and black style. But the reason they were upset is because of tweets like this. Let's say hypothetically, Khloe Kardashian woke up today and decided that she wanted black hair, she wanted kinky hair, she wanted nappy hair. That she decided that was a style she wanted to emulate. Now, French Montana just called this young lady of African heritage a nappy-headed hoe, basically. I'm paraphrasing, because of her natural hair texture. But if Khloe Kardashian were to put it on her head, she would be hailed as some sort of style vanguard who's pushing the limits, who's, you know, chartering uncharted territories, excuse me. So this is why people get upset, because what's black is not beautiful when it's on something black. It's only beautiful when something outside of black gives it permission to be beautiful. And that is that's the definition of cultural appropriation. For you people who get confused by what it is, that is exactly what it is. So because this young lady's hair is in a semi-natural state, I'm not sure, I don't know if she has relaxed hair or not, but it looks like she has some roots or something going on. Because the fact that her hair is in a natural state, people consider that not to be beautiful when it's actually the most beautiful. To celebrate your natural beauty, to be comfortable in your natural skin, to be 100% authentic and be okay with who you are, to me, that is the definition of beauty. So this altercation happened. Black Twitter is a beast, so they swarm on French Montana, and he begins doing the thing that racist white people do. You know how a white person will say something that's completely racist or completely inappropriate, and if to all of the whites who listen to my channel, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a very specific type of person who will say something racist and then say, well, oh, I have black friends. They play the I have black friends card. And French essentially, after he was called to the table about these remarks about natural black hair and the fact that he makes money off of exploiting black culture, and oh my gosh, like there are so many different places I want to go, but I'm trying to make this video really quick. So when he was called to the table about that comment, he immediately invoked the "I have a black wife" card. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do? I mean, those two things are mutually exclusive. Just because you have a black wife it doesn't give you permission to say whatever you want to say, and B, maybe she's the type of woman who is not comfortable in her skin. So telling us that you have a black wife doesn't somehow give you a pass to make those comments okay. You have to be a little bit more conscientious about the things that you say, especially when the culture, when the demographic that you're pandering to are black women. And black women are probably the ones who are supporting black women and black men are the ones who are supporting and buying his music, but at the same time that you're okay with collecting their dollars, maybe some of the money they spent on your music is money they could have spent getting their hair done so their roots weren't nappy. So maybe you would be okay if we saw that happen. But anyhow, you guys, I just think that it's really sad in this day and age that black beauty is not respected for exactly what it is. Black is beautiful in its natural state. It is perfect in its natural state. It doesn't require straightening, relaxing, or any sort of alterations in order for it to be beautiful. Black is beautiful, as is white, as is Asian, as is Native American, as is Indian. We all have our unique characteristics that make each and every one of our races beautiful. And it's just sad that for some reason, if this were an Asian woman, he wouldn't have said to this Asian woman, with your Asian straight, get your Asian straight ASS hair out of here. Those words wouldn't have come out of his mouth. But because black is not seen as beautiful, nappy hair or kinky hair, which is really just a tight curl pattern, is seen as not beautiful. Dark skin is not seen as beautiful, but I assure you, in the coming months, you will see people laying out by the millions in the sun trying to get brown, trying to get darker, because they want to be brown. But those of us who are naturally brown are frowned down upon for whatever reasons. Anyhow, you guys, check out the tweet. I'm really interested in hearing your comments and your opinions. It's just it's mind-boggling to me. It really is, that the level of cultural the level of interracial discrimination, black on black discrimination. Because what French Montana has said is, these comments are comments that I've heard in my own family. I grew up hearing the term good hair. Oh, you have good hair. What is good hair? To me, if you have hair, that's good hair. But a lot of people in the African American community have been programmed to believe that wavy hair or straight hair is quote unquote good hair because it closer resembles that of white hair. And that's a mentality that we have to break free of. Same thing with complexions. Darker complexions are always, it's really interesting because I don't know if it's a conscious thing or if it's just my way of sort of bucking trends, but when it comes to dating, I typically look for darker skinned men. Or I shouldn't necessarily say I look for men, because I don't look for any man, but I'm typically more attracted to darker skinned men than I am fair skinned men. And I think that part of the reason why I'm more attracted to darker complexions is because I was always told that wasn't beautiful. That dark complexions are not beautiful. Oh, he's so black. Oh, he's so dark. Oh, he's, terms like spook and all sorts of terms that I grew up hearing black people use. Black people. And, while we're looking outside at people like French Montana, and Khloe Kardashian and all the things that happen with cultural appropriation, and Justin was saying in the video how he hates the word nappy. the word nappy doesn't bother me. It's the other N word that really bothers me. And if we're dealing with cultural appropriation and dealing with oppression, that word in particular is one that I would love to see abolished from the African American lexicon. Anyhow, you guys, as always, in closing, remember to live better, love harder, think smarter. Be sure to check me out across all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm Cerebral Diva on all of those platforms. And also remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.